My parents boycotted my wedding. A year later, they sued to meet my son. You see, in my family, reputation is everything. My father is a partner at a firm that requires a three-piece suit just to eat breakfast. And my mother, well, she treats the local country club like it's the High Court of England. When I told them I was marrying Caleb, a man who smells like sawdust and diesel because he owns a small construction crew, the silence in the room was deafening. My father didn't even look up from his steak. He just said, "Maya, we didn't spend $60,000 on your private education, so you could spend your life cleaning mud off some guy's work boots." I tried to explain that Caleb was the kindest, most reliable man I had ever met. He didn't have a trust fund, but he had a mortgage he paid on time and a heart that didn't require a credit check. But to them, if it wasn't old money, it wasn't real life. The invitations went out in May. My mother called me 20 minutes after hers arrived. She didn't ask about the flowers, or the dress, or if I was happy. She simply said, "We've decided that we cannot, in good conscience, validate this mistake by being present. We love you, Maya, but we won't watch you throw your legacy away." So, on a humid Saturday in August, there was an empty row on the left side of the aisle. I thought it would break me. I thought I'd be staring at those vacant chairs all night. But then I saw Caleb, standing at the end of that aisle, with tears in his eyes and dirt under his fingernails, from finishing a job that morning so we could afford our honeymoon. I didn't see a mistake. I saw my entire future. We didn't have a 5-course meal. We had a taco truck and a playlist Caleb made on his laptop. We danced until 2 in the morning, and for the first time in 24 years, I didn't feel like I was being graded on my performance. I didn't call them after the wedding. I didn't send thank you notes for the gifts they never sent. I just lived. 1 year later, our son, Brett, was born. I didn't post it on Facebook. I didn't blast it to the family group chat. My family was now Caleb, his wonderful mother who brought us homemade lasagna every Tuesday, and our neighbors who helped us paint the nursery. But news travels fast in a small town. 2 months after Brett arrived, I didn't get a congratulations bouquet. I didn't get a "we're sorry" phone call. I got a knock on the door from a process server. My parents, the people who couldn't validate my marriage, had filed a petition for grandparent visitation rights. The paperwork was 15 pages long, filled with words like emotional deprivation and family lineage. They claimed that I was maliciously withholding their grandson from them, a child they had never even bothered to ask the name of. They wanted every other weekend. They wanted holidays. They wanted to take a baby they didn't know to a house that had rejected his father. Our lawyer actually laughed when he saw the filing. In our state, you have to prove a substantial, pre-existing relationship with the child to even get a foot in the door. My parents hadn't even sent a $5 onesie, let alone built a relationship. The judge dismissed the case in less than 10 minutes. He looked my father right in the eye and said, "Sir, you cannot claim a right to the fruit of a tree you tried to cut down." My father sent one last email after the hearing. He said I was being cruel. He said that whatever happened between us shouldn't affect the innocent baby. I wrote back one sentence, and then I blocked them for good. I told him, "You said you couldn't support the union that created this child, so thank you for staying true to your word." My son is 6 months old now. He's got his dad's lopsided grin and a house full of people who love him for exactly who he is. We aren't old money, and we aren't legacy, but we are happy. And honestly, that's the one thing my parents' money could never actually buy.